Well, sorry about that. um, okay, let me start now. Generally, as adults, as grown-ups, basically both men and women, we have these ideas of what pregnancy signs and symptoms are. Some of these ideas we get from watching movies. Maybe we learned it from school or first-hand experience with someone that was pregnant or someone that is pregnant around you and stuff. First of all, Nollywood, if someone is pregnant, what do you see? Oh, vomit. As soon as they vomit, you're like, you are pregnant. Who is responsible? Who is responsible? But anyways, stuff like that I thought was going to happen to me while I was pregnant, but I didn't get any of the random things that I've heard or I've seen or I've watched in movies. What I got was totally, totally different. And I'm about to tell you these things. Just, I don't know. But before I continue, Ejo, hit your subscription button. That means please. Biko, hit your subscription button, and like my video. In fact, put in the comment section already that you are ready to listen to me. Being a nurse, I've heard a lot and I've read as well a lot of signs and symptoms that comes with pregnancy. And did I even add that I'm a midwife as well? Well, I used to be a midwife in Nigeria. So, but nothing prepared me for the signs I got during my own time. This journey, they know they tell am person, oh, you need to actually pass through the journey before you understand what it means. So I didn't feel tired. I didn't get nausea. I didn't get any the vomiting signs. I didn't even feel weak, like all this morning sickness and all that. I didn't get any of those. In fact, that is a clip of me in the pregnancy. I was doing everything that every normal human being would do. I was jumping around, dancing, and all of that. Yes. So the number one thing that was a problem, that it was the first sign I ever got. Instead of me to be having morning sickness or anything, what I got was hiccups. Is it hiccups? I be belching, I be bloating. Which English should I call? You know that thing that's when you finish eating, you're like, "Grrr." I was doing that like back to back. I was so bloated. I was bringing up gas. I was belching. Is it belching they call it? I'll look it up afterwards. I was doing that thing every time, everywhere, without restriction. If I didn't do it, I would just feel like as if I'm walking around with balloon in my tummy. Do you understand? Like if I decide to hold it and not bring it out, I will feel so bloated. My tummy will come hard like stone like this. I was so uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable having these regurgitations, even when I've eaten or when I've not eaten. I had to buy antacid, to calm the whole thing down, but it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything at all. So, and when my husband would say, "Don't do that loud," don't just, I would be like, "Cannot be you put me inside this condition." I mean, it was funny. So the other thing that happened following the hiccups was the fats, the fatting. I was fatting. And when I mean fat, I don't mean the silent ones. I don't mean those ones that you can actually, you do it in the bus and people don't actually know that it's you. Or you do it in an office and people don't know. They're just like, oh, something is smelling bad, and blah, blah, blah. And you can know. I mean the loud, resounding ones. I was having loud, loud, long mess. So I would go outside and I would just, keep my cool. I can manage for some time. But I just come back home like this and release the anointing, like the trumpet. Pa, 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 pa. My husband would be like, okay, okay, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. I was even feeling bad at some point. I started feeling bad. I was like, how can a fine girl like me how can I be messing like this? I had to ask my husband, how do you feel about this whole thing? I hope it's not. You're not feeling bad. I can't help it. So it's not my fault. It's just happening. If I don't do it, I'm just going to be uncomfortable all day. And I can't be uncomfortable outside and also uncomfortable inside. You know what I mean? One day he was like, "No, don't worry about it. Don't think about it too much. It's not even smelling bad, bad self. It's smelling like food." I'm like, "Which food? Which food?" And he was like, "It's smelling like actually what you ate." I said, "Okay, that's helpful. It's helpful that you don't actually see me as a messing kind of girl, even though I'm messing. Thank you." Anyway, so after the fact, I had issues with my knee, my right knee. My right knee was very painful. I would literally wake up in the middle of the night for a toilet break and I can't move my leg. I would have to limp for the first 1 or 2 minutes before everything will balance again. The knee will just jam like this. Have you ever seen a door that is jammed? It will just jam. I refuse to move. I was like, what's happening? I'm too young for this. God. I was like, God, do I really deserve this? It was very painful. So the problem is, and you complain, every complaint I give to my midwives, my doctors, they're like, it's normal. Pregnancy comes with a lot of things. This pregnancy is all normal. It will all go down. Especially the second trimester, you will feel better. That's all they told me. So I had to move on. And it's only paracetamol, unfortunately, that I could take. And that was what I used. So another thing that happened to me was what? Let me think about it. Oh my God, the breast soreness, breast and nipple soreness. My breast was a no-go area. Even myself touching it is painful. Talk more of something else mistakenly hitting it. You know what I mean? It was very painful. If my clothes is even touching my nipple, it's painful. Sometimes when I'm showering, I'm like crying. It was very tender, be like stone, two round stone on my chest. And it was even worse when I feel cold or anything that makes the nipple to shrink or something is like if I'm on fire. I was asking them, is this normal? Is this even normal? They say, yeah, it's a lot of changes happening in your body. It will all go down by second trimester, third trimester. And let me tell you something, it happened throughout the pregnancy. I felt breast pain from the beginning. The pain kept increasing. It was increasing till the end. It never subsided. Yeah, that's what I felt. The one way pain me well, the sign will pain me well, is the one of vaginal dryness. Hey, you know, like opposites of everything I was hearing of that are signs and symptoms of pregnancy against the popular opinions of people. That's what I mean. I have always been hearing that pregnant women, in fact, not even hearing, should be a midwife. I've read and I've seen, and I know that pregnant women are supposed to have increased vaginal discharge. They should have mucus coming out and all the stuff. It should be, land flowing with milk and honey. It reached my turn. Everywhere turned to desert. Oh. Dry land, crackers, biscuits. It was even more watery than how I felt. I was just so dry throughout. And it wasn't just first trimester. So basically when I got pregnant, I started noticing that the whole thing they reduced small small. When from 3 months it's dry. It like literally dry. I feel wear pants like this where I finish and there won't be any trace that someone has actually worn this pants. Dry. And I was feeling dry like that throughout the pregnancy. My husband would be like, now wow, you reach your own turn like this, everything's upside down. Coupled with the dryness, I had low, like zero sex drive. I didn't want to do anything. Like I know I don't. How do I get turned on? What is even turned on? How do I want to be turned on? You cannot touch my breast now. Breast is heavy, is painful, and then I'm dry, perpetually dry. Even if I want to do, I cannot, like, you know what I mean. It was it was just something else. So I used to hear that when pregnant women are pregnant, they feel more honey, they feel more honey and stuff. This is your cue to know that it's not for everybody. It's not everybody that feels that way. I didn't feel anything close to honey. So it was just, you know, out of obligation, out of let's do, out of oh boy, I pity this guy, this kind of stuff. Then we'll find a way around it. If you are single and you're understanding this, I'm saying is between you and God, though. I'm talking to married women. I'm talking to people who have passed through this stuff. So better close your ears. Anyway, it was that bad. So this is which other sign and symptoms did I get? I didn't crave anything really, but I craved. I wouldn't call it craving. I liked Indomie, like noodles. So for the first down to 6 months, for first 6 months, I was literally eating noodles every day. No day will pass without me eating noodles. If you just ask me like this, what do you want to eat this morning? Is noodle that is in my head. What do you want to eat this afternoon? Noodles. I was eating Indomie morning, afternoon, and night. I wasn't tired. Like I was doing different styles. I would cook with crayfish. I'll cook with egg. I'll do fried egg. I'll do boiled egg. I'll do fried Indomie. I'll do boiled Indomie pepper soup. Name it. I was eating different styles of Indomie. I wasn't tired at all. But I wasn't really craving because I was hoping to show my husband pepper or this kind of these things where we dey watch for movie. Person go just dey sleep. You go come wake up, come call the husband, come say, I want rain water and the roasted egg. I was thinking this will be my period to show anything, but I can't even lie about it. I wasn't craving or thinking of eating anything. It was just Indomie, 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 Indomie. So I was just there. I would say I had like a pretty normal but unusual pregnancy because everything, contrary to everything that I had known, all the signs and symptoms that are popular that I should have, these six were the most unpopular and unpredicted signs and symptoms I had. I never saw it coming. It just happened like that. So these are the very unusual signs and symptoms I had during my own time. I would like to hear more from you guys. Just put in the comment section any of the myths or any unpopular signs that you had as well, so that people can be aware.